Life is the operative word for the Relay for Life events taking place throughout the country every year, raising nearly $400 million in 2009 alone. Relay for Life is the largest nonprofit fundraising event in the world. And here to help raise those funds even higher this year is Ted Vlavianos. Oh, there we go again. Vlavianos. Perfect. Ted Vlavianos. He's the Regional Vice President of the American Cancer Society. It's always great to have you here. Vlavianos. I got it now.
Thank you, Bob.
Okay, we've done a number of these things over the years with you. As a matter of fact, the chairman of Inner City Broadcasting Corporation, back then, he had a situation and he was a survivor. So the survivors would get on stage and they'll have the purple shirts, I believe it was.
That's correct.
The survivor shirts. And he got up and did a speech. I think we're at Riverbank Park on this particular one. But we do them all over the tri-state area. And we're with you every step of the way. This year it's going to happen. It's going to take place when?
Well, the date of the Relay for Life is on July 16th. McCombs Park, right next to Yankee Stadium.
Yes.
What's different this year, this is the first Relay for Life in the Bronx that's borough-wide. Last year we did in Co-op City, which was a success, but with the help of the Bronx Chamber of Commerce, our goal is to reach out to everybody in the community, and have the most successful and biggest Relay for Life event here in the Bronx.
Tell us, how did we come up with the name Relay for Life, and tell us what it's all about.
Relay for Life started 26 years ago by one man, Dr. Gordy Cladd, who was an oncologist. And he simply got tired of watching his patients die. And, he thought out to do something. And what he did was, by himself, he relayed around the track for 24 hours, raising $27,000 back in 1985. Like you said in the opening, since then it has evolved to 5,000 communities doing Relay for Life, 20 countries. And like you said, last year, Relay on its own, as its independent entity, raised $400 million to fight cancer.
Wow.
So it is growing, and it is, the beauty of Relay for Life, Bob, is this. It's all encompassing. Children get involved, families get involved, community members, and as you were saying before, just in the studio today, I met several people who came up to me to talk about cancer experience, whether it's them, their loved ones. Everyone's been touched to some degree, and this is a way to do something about it.
Yeah, there's a wonderful picture on my website. I took a picture with this cancer survivor. She must have been about 5 or 6 years old at the time. And I remember how beautiful this person was at 5 and 6 years old. She's probably that was a few years back, she's probably 10 or 11 now.
You know what happens, Bob, in these events, and really I like to call it a magical event, because American Cancer Society does a lot of events. But this one, it's not just about the raising money. People come out, survivors start sharing stories. Their caregivers come out and say what it takes to support them. I'm a cancer survivor myself, so I know firsthand.
All right.
Anyone that goes through this, it's not just one person.
Yeah.
It's your immediate family, your bigger work family, people around you. So the opportunity to get together on a day, and as you said in the opening, it's celebrate, remember, fight back.
Take us through it. I mean, upon finding out that you had cancer, and then coming all the way through it, take us through it right about now.
I heard you, earlier talking about people's challenges and people you don't know what the other person's bringing.
Yeah.
Certainly when you hear those words, you got cancer, you could be the coolest guy around, your world gets turned upside down.
You think it's a death sentence.
You think it's a death sentence. Sometimes you don't know. Why would you know? Until you get touched by it, it's no one's job to go out there and be educated on what's going on.
Yeah.
With cancer, that's where the American Cancer Society comes in.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of a problem in this. If I say American Cancer Society, the evidence shows 96% of the people heard of us. The next question is, what do we do? Very few people know what we do. Your previous guest and I were talking before you started, and he said to me, you guys here in the Bronx?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have an office in the Bronx. We have an office in every borough and every community. So getting back to answer your question, so when I was first diagnosed, I wasn't working here at the time. I was in the restaurant business, 30 years old. What do you do? So the first thing I did, I didn't know American Cancer Society, but I just did some research. I called, one thing we have an 800 number, 24/7, multilingual, 2 o'clock in the morning, your head's spinning and you're wondering what's going to happen, what's going on.
Yeah.
call that number. It's 1-800-ACS-2345. Someone's there to answer your question. Someone's there to help you. And then the other thing is, the American Cancer Society, everything we do falls under 4 categories. It's stay well. And stay well is important because the best way to deal with it is to do the things you need to do to never get cancer.
Yeah.
Smoking, not smoking, the obesity, all those things. And then get those tests that the American Cancer Society suggests. Because God forbid you get diagnosed. So if you get diagnosed early, with the technology, the medicine we have now, you got a great chance of beating it,
So you went through the radiation, you lost your hair and all that stuff?
Yeah, a couple of times. You could pull it, though, it's real now. Yeah, I had, and
you could be the hair club president, I don't know.
I could be. but you know what, life is interesting. What led me to come to the American Society, I was diagnosed with lymphoma. I was getting some regular, standard treatment. But my case took a turn for the worse where I started growing more cancer, so I need experimental treatment.
Yeah.
Hospitalized twice for over a month each time. And when I got out, I resumed my life in the restaurant business. I come to find out the researcher who discovered the clinical trial I was on was funded by American Cancer Society.
Yeah.
So at the risk of sounding corny, I said to myself, I got to do something.
Yeah.
So I sold my restaurants. I had a few. And I've been working for American Cancer Society for 10 years. And, one of the things that we do, we're the #1 funder of research.
Yeah.
Because, we help people that are going through, but the only way to make this disease go like polio did years ago is research.
Yeah, that's how you find out if it works or not.
I mean, and someone needs to fund
clinical trials, your research.
Someone needs to fund it. Right now, today, we got $500 million out there in research dollars. We got research dollars right here, Albert Einstein, right in the Bronx.
And there are a lot of cancer survivors.
More and more. The numbers are always going up as far as survivors.
What would you tell somebody watching us right now upon finding out that they have cancer? What would you tell them? How would you tell them how to react?
The first thing I will tell them is, #1, you're not alone. There's help, and it's not a death sentence. Those are the 3 things I'll tell them because, there's different perceptions of it, and in some cultures, people don't even say the word still. Even in this day and age, it's the big C, or they don't talk about it.
Yeah.
And as you were saying earlier, with our DJ here is, people have to confront what's going on. You can't mask it. You can't hide it. Yeah. We offer free screenings, and still people are like, I don't want to know. That's not the answer, because if you get tested and it's not there, it's a good day. Enjoy.
Yeah.
But if it is there, you want to get on that quick. You don't want to let it linger.
You want to know how to get rid of it.
Yeah, and what happened, the people that lose their battles only because, for whatever reason, they got diagnosed too late.
Too late.
If you get diagnosed early, thank God we're at a place and time.
You got a better chance.
The American Cancer Society, the federal government, the funds, you have a very good chance. You have over a 90% chance of beating the illness if you catch it early, if you get that.
All right, so let's get down to the bottom of this. Some of the things that can prevent cancer. Get to the root of this. Don't do what? Take care of this. Exercise.
All the things that most of us know already, they come up with that for a reason. The American Cancer Society has done some research, 20-year studies. Right now, if I say to you, smoking causes cancer, you're going to go, duh, of course it does. Well, how they came to know that? A 20-year study from the 40s that they followed people over 20 years of their life and tracked them, and they said, hey, guess what? Those people that smoke get lung cancer.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, what do? Childhood obesity is a big issue, not because they don't look good, not because we know if you keep your weight under control, you do the exercise, you don't smoke, all those things will help prevent the illness. You don't stay out in the sun and get, everybody wants to look cool, and they want to be out in the sun.
That sun is radiation.
But at the end of the day, over a long time, that's melanoma, and that causes you problems. Yeah. And you don't feel so cool when you're going through the radiation and the chemo.
Right. So you use radiation to get rid of cancer.
Yeah, that's right. But don't give yourself unnecessary radiation.
Right.
By sitting and get the UV rays and all of that.
Yeah. One last thing. We have a problem in Japan with one of the reactors. And they said it's spilling nuclear waste into the water and it's blowing across around the world. What would that do? Would that increase the cancer rates in the country or in the world?
That's a little bit out of my field of expertise. I think we're okay being, the last reports that I heard. But you got to understand something. In order for radiation to be dangerous level, you need so much of it that I think we're safe. That's just my opinion. Again, I'm not an authority on this. You're looking at somebody that's had radiation every day for 6 weeks.
Because with the jet stream, it carries that air around the world.
But what I'm saying is,
and the Gulf Stream carries the water around the world.
Yeah, well, clearly it's not a good thing. But what I'm saying is, I don't know that we're in danger of increased cancer from that phenomenon. But if I may, I just want to finish up on talking about the relay. This Wednesday, March 30th, we're having our kickoff at the Hutchinson Metro Center on Water Place. I invite everybody to come find out all about relay and the event itself. McCombs Park, July 16th. Everyone's invited. A family of 4, school, students, yourself. Everybody's invited to come on out and force.
Food, music.
Food, music is not, you think cancer, so you think it's a solemn, downtrodden thing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we honor our survivors.
No, people are surviving, yeah.
But we need a DJ. Maybe you volunteer. We got music. We got activities. We got a lot going on. It's a fun day, and we fighting cancer.
Thank you so much, Ted Vlavianos. I got you now.
You did, Rob. Thank you so much.
So Wednesday, we'll see you there. Okay.
All right, great. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ted. We look forward to continuing to make a difference this year. American Cancer Society. For our viewers at home, don't miss the kickoff event this Wednesday, March 30th at the Hutch Metro Center, 1200 Waters Place, and that's from 6 to 7 p.m.